The epiphany that I had today is the fact that you don't need to worry about blowing up. You don't need to worry about getting a huge number of subscribers, getting a huge number of followers. Remember when you started, you literally do this, bro, because it was just fun. Like, I remember thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do another one. Yeah, that was fun. Like, I didn't even want followers, bro. I started doing this on Snapchat. You get me? Like, I started doing this on Snapchat. You don't get followers on Snapchat. You don't get likes on Snapchat. You don't get retweets. You don't get comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just put it on your story and people will air that thing. A couple men were saying, yeah, Justin, this is good. But for the most part, it was just fun to do. It was fun to see the process of how I made this thing and legitimized it into an actual show. And Justin, you're creative. Creatives don't ever stop creating. Creatives don't ever stop creating. Whether it's food, whether it's video, whether it's something else, you will always create.
Too often I go onto somebody's YouTube channel or I see a notification or a promotion of somebody's YouTube video. Within the video, they always start off by saying, guys, I know it's been so long. I'm sorry that I haven't posted for a while, but I'm back now. I was just dealing with X, life, Y, university, Z, work. What comes after Z? That's the last one. But they always say they're sorry for not being consistent. And to apologize for not being consistent assumes that you're expecting someone to be consistent. And if that's the expectation, surely that's what everybody should be striving towards. But why is that? Why do people want to be so consistent when it comes to this YouTube, TikTok, or any form of other social creative platform? So consistency is pretty much all you need as a creator to blow, which is what I hear everywhere. I mean, if you Google or put into YouTube how to blow on TikTok, how to blow on Twitter, how to blow on Instagram, they'll say you need to post 3 times a day or post 4 times a week, post reels, post IGTV, tweet. It's just a ridiculous amount of consistent activity on all of these social platforms. And it got me thinking, like, do people want to be consistent to blow, or do they want to be consistent to actually grow and to enjoy what they're doing? Because usually when you enjoy doing something, you do it again and again and again. There is 2 different groups of people. There's people who create because they love to create, and there's creative people who love the metrics. And by metrics, I mean likes, followers, subscribers, retweets, all of those things that validate you on these social media platforms. If you're striving for that, it's unsustainable. But if you create because you love to create, then that's the only way that you're guaranteed to always stay relevant. I clocked it. It's a secret. It's actually a secret. And I had this epiphany and I want to share it with you lot today, so that's what we're going to be talking about. Literally, the reason why this topic has come around to me is because this week was one of the most productively intense weeks I've had in a while. In terms of getting content out, I filmed practically every single day, cooking, recording, editing, and I structured my week in a way where I knew what I had to get done and I really wanted to achieve it, because I felt like I was coming to this point in my journey where I need to be taking things seriously. So I need to be having an upload schedule. I need to be making sure that I'm hitting these certain milestones and reaching these certain targets. When I was filming Double the Grub, it occurred to me, like, do I actually enjoy doing this? I was approaching the whole video thinking, oh, I can't be bothered to do this today. Like, it's a long recording day. I've got to record 2 videos. I can't be bothered to do this. And it got me thinking, do I actually enjoy doing this in the first place? Why am I doing it? Do I enjoy doing it? And the answer is yes and no. Yes, because when I started doing it, I did it for the fun of it. If you don't know, quick history, I started making quick food tutorials on Snapchat like a year and a half ago. And you don't get views or followers or shares or nothing. You don't get nothing on Snapchat. In fact, people just air your story. But a couple man would come up to me and they'll be like, yo, Justin, it's actually kind of good, you know, like, this is interesting. What are you gonna do next? And I was like, okay, I'll see what I'm gonna do. Every week I would make something on Snapchat about what I'm gonna cook. I remember the first thing I made was carbonara. I made some Chinese dish, some Chinese rice or something like that. I made some sticky pork dish. I made like chicken, fried chicken, a couple things. And like people were just saying, yeah, Justin, this is good. It got me thinking like, this is fun. I want to do it again. So I did. But instead of me doing it in the exact same way that I did on Snapchat, I was like, okay, maybe if I put the video together and I edited it in this certain way, add some music to it, you know, make the visuals look a bit nice, maybe it'll be better, maybe more people would watch it. Thinking back, I would wake up at like 5 a.m. to film. In the morning, that's when the only time the kitchen would be free because I was living with like 5 other people. Even though it's significantly different to what it was in the start, the intentions and the motivation behind it still needs to be the same. It still needs to be because I like doing it, because I enjoy doing it, because if it's not, there's literally no point of me doing it here. I've gotten to this point where I'm trying to develop a career off of this, and you'll see how I do that in the coming months and years. But because I've put that pressure on the craft, it's made my motivation a little bit different. Now I'm trying to get to the next milestone, because once I got this brand deal, I want 3 other ones. Once I've done this big thing, I want to do the next big thing. I always want to have something huge that I'm going to achieve next. And because of all of these considerations, it really made me forget why I did it in the first place, which was because it's fun and I like doing it. So where I'm in the kitchen thinking, oh, I can't be bothered to edit, I can't be bothered to cook this, that's such a deviation from what I actually wanted to achieve in the first place when I started making these videos. And I had to catch myself. Next page. So where I've become more strategic in how I plan my time and how much I upload, how much videos I make, etc., etc., I've noticed that I have less freedom to play with ideas. I just want to execute and release. That's pretty much it. Make the next video, make the next video. What's the next video? Make that, make that, make that. If I continued on this road of stagnation, it would just stay the same. I might grow in the metrics, but the value that I'm getting from what I'm doing will always stay the same or even drop. I don't want to do something just to blow up and just to get followers, just to make money. Like, I don't want to do that. The way I think of it is, in every industry there's an opportunity to make money, so that can't be your main motivation. In every industry there's an opportunity to get recognition. That can't be your main motivation. There's got to be something lying behind all of that for you to continue to wake up every single day and to choose for you to do that certain thing. What is keeping me from never making a video saying, sorry guys, I haven't uploaded in a minute? What's keeping me from always updating my content? It's got to be the love for the game. You've got to love the game. I've got to a point where the content that I'm making is at a quality that is way, way good enough to be in the mainstream. It should blow up, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it should be getting hundreds of thousands of views on every platform. So yeah, I feel like I am entitled to all of these followers and likes and subscribers. But why? Why do I actually feel that way? And that's what I really started to deep. Like, I don't need to blow up tomorrow. I don't need to blow up today. I don't need to blow up next week or next month. And I don't need to worry about me blowing up. And do you know why? Because I create because I love to create. So I'm never going to stop doing that. Even if it changes, even if I start making things totally different to what I started off with, I will always create something, because I know that when I don't, there's a lack. There's something that doesn't feel right with me. When I was writing this video, there was something burning in me. Oh, I can't wait to make this video. I can't wait to get in front of camera. I can't wait to film the B-roll. I can't wait to edit this. I can't wait to put it together. Even right now, when I'm filming it looking straight into the camera lens, I'm thinking, yeah, when I slap this into Premiere, it's gonna look nice. So that curiosity and, I don't know, it's like childlike joy that I have to create and stuff, like, it just never goes away. And every time I think of a new endeavor, it makes me even more excited. There's so many forms of content that I haven't approached. If I'm talking about short films, documentaries, series, all of these things is stuff that I will be making, I will be writing, I will be creating, and it's just the beginning, really. Even though I'm on this journey to getting as many followers as I can and to growing as big as I can, there's literally no time limit for it. There's no time limit for it. And once I clocked this to myself, it just eased me of so much pressure. I'm 19 right now. I'm turning 20 in a couple of months, and let's be honest here, I feel like there's some pressure on a lot of young people to achieve literally as much as they can at a really young age, so they can live this aesthetic lifestyle that they see a very small percent of people living. It really puts pressure on you to do things and to act as a slave to all of these social media apps, to be posted daily. For what reason? Like, you're not even growing, you're not enjoying what you're doing. And if you start to lose the value in what you're doing other than the metrics, then what really do you have? Editing this is going to be a long day, but I'm going to enjoy editing it because I know there's so many gems in what I'm saying. So the epiphany I had was that creatives, we don't stop creating. We do not stop creating, no matter what form it may be. If that's what makes you happy, then you're going to do it. And it is what makes me happy. I love making stuff. You know, I love working with cameras and editing and putting things together and making a cinematic and satisfying look. Genuinely, when I watch my own videos back, I feel like, rah, like, yeah, I like this still. I like this. This is good. This is good. Ah! It's the process that gasses me. The result also gasses me. The metrics, they also gas me, but it's not the only thing that I got there. You see the difference? Because if I was just looking for metrics, if I was looking for numbers, then everything else doesn't matter. And if I was looking for numbers, I have not got numbers right now. I'll be honest with you, I don't have numbers right now. I'd be upset with myself. My last video got 78 views within like a week. That video took me about 2 weeks to edit. That's a stretch, not gonna lie, okay. That video took me 1 week to edit, and all the footage within that video, that's about 6 months collated footage. It did not happen overnight. I put a lot of effort into editing that, into getting the B-roll, into putting the soundtrack in, sound design, etc. But it got 78 views. That video gasses me to this day. Like, I'll watch it back and I think, yeah, Justin, do you know what you did there with the composition of that shot in the sitting room? You made it look nice. It was good. It just excites me. It makes me feel joyful. And because that's there, even though the metrics are not there yet, it just keeps me going. It keeps me wanting to make the next thing, the next drop. I'm thinking, what's my next idea? I'll make a video like this now. In 10 years, I'll make a movie. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it keeps on going. It keeps on going. And it's just not because of the love of the followers, but because of the love of the game. You gotta love the game, man. You've got to love the game. Anytime I make a video, I'm not intending it for it to blow. I'm intending it for it to just literally satisfy me. That's it. And I know that sounds a bit selfish, but that was where it started. And that was what the motivation was at the beginning. So if I lose that and now get attached to other things, then it's not gonna be the same. Oh, I'm tired. Let me just re-stretch. If you've gone to this part of the video, you might as well subscribe. I'm gonna make lifestyle cooking content, which basically means I will show what I get to in my life and my perspective on a lot of things, and that is centered around cooking and filmmaking. So if you enjoy that, then subscribe below. But with every new release, we're gonna keep upping the production quality so that your experience of watching a video is always getting better. But as I was saying, I definitely have goals to get this certain amount of growth by this certain amount of time, and I'll work hard to do that. I will post 3 videos a week or do whatever it may be, but it is the mentality shift that is key here. You need to change your mind from thinking you're doing this predominantly to get followers, but you're doing this predominantly because you enjoy it. And a subproduct of that is the clout, of course, because as content creators, we want as many people to see our videos in the least arrogant way possible. We want the clout. We want people to recognize and validate that what we are making is worthy of their time and their entertainment. But that is not the foundation of the motivation. You get me? It's more than that. It's because you enjoy it. It's because you love making videos. It's because you love creating whatever it is you create. And what I'm saying is you need to really consider your motivation behind the actions you take as a creator. And if it's not to blow, what is it? What are you falling back on? Because if that foundation isn't there, then you're gonna be saying, guys, I'm sorry that I haven't posted a YouTube video in 2 months every single year. It's not by force to create, right? But don't put yourself under pressure to be a slave to the algorithm. There's enough videos on the YouTube site that says how to beat the algorithm, how to do this, how to get this amount of followers. But once you go into that kind of path, you're already on a path to burning out. You don't want that. You really don't want that. Sustainable growth, it lasts longer, trust me, fam. And I'm so grateful for this revelation, for this epiphany that I had yesterday, that I had to share it with you lot. Hopefully you resonate with what I've been speaking about today. I'm going to continue, whether it's next week, whether it's the week after. You'll see something from me on this channel because I love to create. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you when I produce my next video.